everyone, and welcome back to Small Talk Podcast. I am Emily.
And I am Robert. Hello, everyone. It is so nice to have you here today.
Robert, how are you today?
I am very good, Emily. I feel calm today. Very relaxed.
Calm. I like that word. Why do you feel calm?
Because I said no yesterday.
You said no? To what?
My friend asked me to help him move furniture, but I was very tired, so I said, "Sorry, I cannot help today."
And how did you feel after?
I felt free. I felt good, like a big weight was gone.
Yes, that feeling is wonderful. And actually, Robert, that is our topic today.
Oh, yes. What is our topic today?
Today, we talk about setting healthy limits.
Healthy limits. That sounds very important.
It is very important and very useful in real life. But first, we have a small request.
Yes, if you enjoy this podcast, please click the like button, the little thumbs up. Click it now.
And please subscribe to Small Talk Podcast. When you subscribe, you never miss a new episode.
And share this episode with a friend. Share the love. Okay, I am ready. Healthy limits. Let us start.
Great. So, Robert, what is a limit?
A limit. It is a line that you draw.
Yes, a line. And on one side, you feel okay. On the other side, you do not feel okay.
Ah, like a door. I can open the door or I can close the door.
Oh, I love that. Yes, a door. You choose when to open and when to close.
So a limit is my choice.
Exactly. A healthy limit is your choice. It protects your time. It protects your energy. It protects your feelings.
Protects. That is a strong word. I like it.
It is strong because it's true. When you have no limits, people can take too much from you.
Too much time, too much energy.
Yes, and then you feel tired, you feel empty, you feel unhappy.
I know that feeling. I have felt empty before.
Me too. Many people feel this, but limits help. They really help.
Okay, so how do I start? How do I set a healthy limit?
We have 3 tips today. 3 simple tips.
3 tips. I am ready. What is tip number 1?
Tip number 1 is know your feelings.
Know my feelings. Okay, how do I do that?
You listen to your body. Your body tells you the truth.
My body? What does my body say?
For example, someone asks you to do something, and you feel a heavy feeling inside.
A heavy feeling, like a stone in my stomach.
Yes, exactly, a stone. That feeling is a signal.
A signal, like a red light.
Yes, red light. Stop, wait, think. Do I really want to do this?
So I ask myself a question.
Yes. Ask yourself, does this feel good or does this feel wrong?
Simple question. Does this feel good?
Simple but very powerful because your feelings are your guide. They show you where your limits are.
My feelings are a map. I follow the map.
Oh, Robert, that is beautiful. Yes, a map. I love that.
So, tip 1. Listen to my body. Ask myself, does this feel good or wrong?
Perfect. You understand it well. Okay, are you ready for tip 2?
Yes. What is tip 2?
Tip 2 is learn to say no and say it kindly.
Say no, but that is hard. I do not like to say no. I feel bad.
I understand. Many people feel this way. Saying no feels scary, it feels rude.
Yes, I think the other person will be angry or sad.
I know, but listen, saying no is not mean. Saying no is honest.
Honest. So saying no is good.
Yes, because when you say yes, but you mean no, that is not honest. And later, you feel worse.
I say yes, but inside I am unhappy. I do the thing, but I am angry.
Exactly. And that is not good for you and not good for the other person.
So, how do I say no kindly? What words do I use?
Good question. Let me give you some examples. You can say, I am sorry, I cannot right now.
I am sorry, I cannot right now. That sounds polite.
Yes, very polite. Or you can say, thank you for asking, but I need some time for myself.
Thank you for asking, but I need some time for myself. Oh, I like that one.
Or simply, I cannot help today, but maybe another time.
I cannot help today, but maybe another time. Yes, these are easy sentences.
They are easy, and they are honest, and they are kind. No big words, no long explanations.
Short and simple, just like our English lessons.
Yes, short and simple, the best way.
But Emily, what if the person pushes? What if they say, please, just this one time?
Ah, that is a good point. Sometimes people push. They ask again and again.
Yes, and then I feel pressure. I want to say yes just to stop the pressure.
I know that feeling, but here is a tip inside the tip. You can repeat your no calmly.
Repeat my no calmly.
Yes, you say the same thing again. I understand, but I really cannot today. Same words, same calm voice.
Like a calm river, the water keeps moving. Nothing stops it.
Oh, Robert, another beautiful example. Yes, be like a calm river.
Okay, tip 2. Say no kindly. Use simple sentences, stay calm, repeat if needed.
Yes, perfect. You are doing great. Are you ready for tip 3?
Yes, I'm ready. What is tip 3?
Tip 3 is protect your time and energy every day.
Every day? Not just sometimes?
Every day. Because limits are not a one-time thing. They are a habit.
A habit, like brushing my teeth.
Yes, every day you brush your teeth. Every day you practice your limits.
Okay, but how? What do I do every day?
Small things. For example, you have a rule, after 8 at night, no work messages.
Oh, after 8, I stop. No more work, just rest.
Yes, that is a limit, a time limit. You protect your rest time.
I like that. Or maybe every afternoon I take 30 minutes just for me.
Yes, 30 minutes, no phone, no people, just you.
Just me. A walk, or a cup of tea, or quiet time.
Exactly. This is how you fill your cup again.
Fill my cup. I like that idea.
Think of your energy like a cup of water. Every time you help someone, a little water goes out.
And if I never fill my cup, it becomes empty.
Empty. And then you have nothing left to give. Not for others, not for yourself.
So I must fill my cup first, then I can help others.
Yes, this is so important. You cannot give water from an empty cup.
You cannot give from empty. I will remember that.
Good. So every day, find your small moments. Protect them. They are yours.
My small moments, my morning coffee, my quiet walk, my reading time.
Yes, all of those. They fill your cup. They make you stronger.
And when I am stronger, I am happier and kinder to people too.
Exactly. Limits do not make you selfish. They make you better.
That is the big idea. Limits make me better.
Yes. Okay, let us review all 3 tips together.
Yes, review time. I love review time.
Tip 1.
Know your feelings, listen to your body, ask yourself, does this feel good or wrong?
Perfect. Tip 2.
Say no kindly. Use simple and polite sentences. Stay calm like a river.
Great. And tip 3.
Protect your time and energy every day. Fill your cup. Small moments are important.
Wonderful. You remembered everything perfectly.
Emily, can I ask something?
Of course. What is it?
Will it be hard at first, setting limits? Is it difficult in the beginning?
Yes, honestly, yes. At first, it feels uncomfortable.
Uncomfortable, like new shoes.
Yes, new shoes hurt a little at first, but then they fit perfectly.
And limits are the same. Uncomfortable at first, but later they feel natural.
Exactly. And each time you practice, it gets easier. A little easier every day.
Small steps, just like learning English.
Yes, small steps every single day. Be patient with yourself. Be kind to yourself.
Be kind to yourself. I will write that down.
Write it down. Say it to yourself in English. I am kind to myself. I protect my energy. I set healthy limits.
I am kind to myself. I protect my energy. I set healthy limits. That feels good to say.
It does. Say it every morning. It's also great speaking practice.
Ah, English practice and life practice. 2 things in one.
The best combination. Okay, everyone, that's our episode for today.
It was a wonderful episode, Emily. I feel motivated.
Me too. I hope you feel motivated too, everyone listening.
And before we go, we have one more small request.
Yes, please subscribe to Small Talk Podcast if you haven't already.
And leave us a comment. We have a question for you today.
Yes, our question is this. What is one limit you want to set in your life?
Maybe you want more sleep time, or more quiet time, or less time on your phone.
Write it in the comments below. In English, it's good practice.
Yes, we want to read your answers. We really do.
Thank you so much for listening today. You are doing amazing.
Keep going. Keep learning. See you next time.
Bye, everyone. Bye-bye.